federal government has directed all educational institutions in Nigeria to resume academic activities by the 12th of October 2020. The Ministry of Education made the announcement while briefing journalists in Abuja. Helen Osamede-Akins reports.
Educational institutions in Nigeria had been under lockdown since March 2020, following the outbreak of coronavirus pandemic in the country.
Those states that have already announced, I appeal to them. I think it is not safe.
In July 2020, the Minister of Education announced that the government will not reopen schools without adequate preparations. He insisted that until the curve of infection rate is flattened, it will be unsafe to reopen schools. After several consultations with stakeholders in the sector and a considerable decline in the rate of COVID-19 infection in the country, the federal government is now set to reopen schools. It has now approved 12th of October 2020 for the reopening of all educational institutions across the country.
We have consulted widely with all stakeholders, including the Association of Private School Owners of Nigeria, National Association of Proprietors of Private Schools, Provosts of Colleges of Education, Rectors of Polytechnics, Vice Chancellors of Universities, State Governors, our development partners. After these consultations, we developed detailed guidelines for opening of all learning institutions.
The minister warns all school owners to comply with the coronavirus safety guidelines, as any school who fails to comply with the guidelines will risk closure of their schools should there be any outbreak.
Should be vigilant, strict and rigid in the implementation of COVID-19 protocols for the safety of our children and ourselves and our teachers as we reopen schools.
The minister also announced that there has not been a single case of COVID-19 infection so far in the 104 Unity colleges as exit classes resumed for their examinations. Helen Osamede-Akins, TVC News, Abuja.